Alright, alright. Alright. Ah. I covered this before and I'll say it again. Third act letdown. Do not have your story have a third act letdown. Even the greats had a third act letdown. THX, the movie. Now, that has a, not say a third act letdown, but a last scene letdown. That's why it wasn't really well received. He goes through all that just to stand outside during a sunset, which doesn't give us a whole lot of context. So he escaped the system to just stand at a sunset? It's not a whole lot to go on. If it was a lush jungle or anything else, it would have been more emotionally satisfying because, you know, we wanted something for him to escape to, a paradise, a better place, a freeing place. But we didn't get that. So of course it wasn't the big, spectacular blockbuster that, you know, that people wanted, which was what we got the following years in 77, I believe, or late 70s with Star Wars. Even though it was a part one, we got a satisfying conclusion because it was emotionally satisfying. We got a clear context of what the ending scene was. Now, we've seen tons of this with Hotel Artemis. Well, I've seen a bunch of these things. Hotel Artemis. Penguin Highway. Dozens and dozens of other references I've previously referenced. That's the thing. If you're Hummingbird Project, if that story's third act isn't great, you're not gonna have a great film. The Rookie. I finally got my hands on The Rookie after seeing it back in 1995. I don't know, like 2 or 3. Something like that. In our first house, I saw it once. In 2002, 3-ish. One of the last years we were in the first house in Rialto. We were in 3 different houses on the same street in the same city. Yes. And I saw The Rookie. And I finally have it on DVD. And I realized why it was not a better breakthrough. It has a very, very anticlimactic ending. Because the bad guys get killed in cold blood. Clint Eastwood and Charlie Sheen shoot the bad guys in cold blood. There's no dramatic, you know, last minute who shot each other first crap. It was all, well, the bad guys are shot and kind of bleeding out, but they can't really defend themselves, and we hate them enough to shoot them and then pad out and change our story later when we finished out the paperwork. And make us seem still more like the moral good guys. That's why the ending sucks. You go through all that decent humor, and it just ends with a moral kind of, well, they win because. And it just comes off as like, really? They kill the bad guys in cold blood? And that just makes it all alright, and they get promotions. If it was more of just a quicker draw sort of thing, the movie would have gone over better. Would have been better well received. So when you have your resolution, make it fast, not slow. Penguin Highway third act is immensely slow. Not that it isn't a good concept, it's that it is very, very slow. And what's that to? She left. Even though at times she was play acting, she left, and maybe she might come back. That's it. And there's no real logical resolution to the sphere. The Sphere was an excellent second arc concept, and then the third arc says we're going inside because we kind of need to fake an action sequence. We faked the action sequence. Now what? Oh, blah, she's gone, blah. And it's like, okay, and that's it. Like in Hummingbird Project. Oh no, we were totally defeated by 5G, I'm guessing? Because apparently, somehow, directional antennas somehow can travel information faster than fiber optic. Somehow. And so it was a big corporation they wanted to get away from, beat them. And they're trying to find some sort of what do you call it? Positivity in defeat or something like that, whatever it's called. Grace or whatever in defeat, and it's like in the face of defeat, and it's like, no, they should have won. Even if the guy died, they should have had some sort of victory, but they didn't, which means the entire movie is based on shit. They tried so hard for years, and it means you can still be bested because the corporations can pull whatever newbies theory that they're being inundated with constantly and apply that and can beat you. So why bother trying? And then it's like hinder them and not give a shit. But they said, oh, I'll give you this back, then push, I'll give you the phone number, how to access it, then push 2, and you will be able to succeed, big corporation, as long as you drop the charges and let us leave. Again, like in fucking Artemis Hotel, nobody knew they were fucking there. The whole premise was that they're coming for us. They know we got the uncut diamonds, and they're coming for us. No one knew you were fucking there, or that you even had the fucking uncut diamonds. Therefore, your tension is null and void. It doesn't mean anything. So if you're gonna have a third act, have it mean something. Not say, well, that was all for naught. That's stupid. That's why your movies don't succeed. Your third act resolution. That's why it's called the resolution. The build up, the achievement, and then the resolution. But you don't have that. And then you wonder, well, why isn't my movie good? Why don't people like it? Because your third act sucks. Because it means this whole thing was for naught. And yes, I am drunk. It's Jack Daniels, just so you know. It's rather quite nice, actually. I find it rather engaging and quite more overwhelming than tequila. Maybe because my body is used to tequila? I'm not entirely sure. But anyway. If your third act is shit, and it means your entire movie is for naught, or is not fast enough, or resolute enough, or traditionally standard, you gotta make your characters more moral. To the point where they don't shoot bad guys in cold blood, where it's like, oh no, me dead, or dying. It's like, yes, and I'm gonna take the time of 20 seconds to take a bullet around your neck and then shoot you in the face with it. That's not how that's supposed to end. It's supposed to be the quickest draw, or whoever gets the best shot or bank shot. You know, then that's more of a resolution. You know, when you pay off a movie, you gotta do it right. You can't go, ugh. Then you don't have a good film. That's why no one's praising Penguin Highway to high heaven, saying, it's the next, big thing. It's like, no. Goku of the Midnight Eye is a better film because it has basically a 3-act structure, maybe not traditionally, but it has a 3-act structure that's, when you go through it, it actually feels kind of more you know, people actually try to do things and do them in a reasonable amount of time, not draw the shit out. By the way, just so you know, my collection holds more than one copy. I've tried mine. I done by Filmworks, the other one done by Media Vision. So there's two different dubs. I like having this shit because it's a lot more interesting than just having one. It means you're knowledgeable, which means you know what more is one out there. Like in, here, let me get this. While we're talking about this in the subject, where are we? Where is this? Where is this? No, no, no. It should be right here. Wait, where's this? Oh, cool, my burrito! Yes! The burrito I left behind. Yes, mine. Yes! Oh. Mm. 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 Oh, God. Mm. 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 Where is it? Oh, that's sauce. I need my Tabasco sauce. Okay. Alright. You're in here somewhere. Ah! Where are you? Oh. Mm. Ah. Yes. I have not only Galaxy Express 999 39, I also have the Roger Corman edition done by those Golden Great people or whatever, Golden, whatever. I have Roger Corman's Galaxy Express because I like having, you know, history on these things. And see, yeah, there are two different versions of this story. Mm. Like how there's, where's it right here? Techno Man Space Knight. I was right here. They do the remake TV series Techno Man. Not the original one shown on Channel 13 on UPN, by the way, which I probably have somewhere. Which I threw away. Dang it. That's right. Don't like listening to other people. Oh, and this, which I got later on in the later 90s in at the video store where I used to live in Rialto, which is called Play Video, I think, or Home Video. I can't remember. But anyway, later on, I got with Time Bocon, two different versions of Time Bocon and all that. You know, where it shows all these old classic characters and stuff. It just shows, you know, Kashan. I want to get Kashan the OVA and Kashan the TV series, but they're really, really good at singing. That's what I like, having all this stuff. It feels more knowledgeable. They aren't just this passive. What was it in Gone in 60 Seconds? He says, "I'm not just some guy who buys a car because that's too much bloody money." He says, "You will be an entrepreneur, sir. You're not just a guy just buying up a new car for the sake of buying a new car. You buy these multiple cars because you like them." I'm an entrepreneur. I don't buy this shit just because. I get stuff because I like it. I'm reaching the end here. Yeah, so if I get the chance, like with Legend and Arnold, look, before I learn out of space, look, I get Arnold with the alternate original Arnold thing. I get that. Okay, sorry, bye. To the movies.